It's big, it's beautiful, it's fast, it handles well, it's extremely luxurious, and by the way, it's a screaming bargain compared to its competitors. Say hello to the 2021 Genesis G80 sedan. Let's go for a drive today on Family Wheels. Usually I don't start with the vehicle's price, but the Genesis value proposition is its strong suit. Value is the combination of what you get for what you pay. All-in pricing is one of the company's biggest selling points. Our review car is the G80 3.5T Prestige, and it costs $76,000. There are no options. Everything's included except for typical accessories such as all-weather floor mats. In my research, that's as much as $15,000 less than a similarly equipped Mercedes-Benz E450 4MATIC. The Genesis price advantage to the BMW 540i is smaller, but my digging through dealer websites showed it to be about $6,000. The other G80 specification is the 2.5T Advanced, which, as the name implies, has a 2.5-liter turbo engine and slightly fewer luxury touches. It costs $66,000 and also comes in below its German rivals with 4-cylinder turbo power. In its bid to get noticed, Genesis has also shaken up the sector by including maintenance for 5 years or 100,000 kilometers, same as the warranty. And it's a valet service. The car is picked up at your home, a loaner is left with you, and the car is brought back when the job's done. Even the test drive, purchase process, and delivery are done at the buyer's home or office. The base model of the G80 has a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine with 300 horsepower. Here at the higher level, we've got 375 horsepower thanks to a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6. And before you know it, you're probably going to be breaking the law. So, great acceleration in the car, great sound as well. And by the way, I have turned off the sound augmentation a lot of cars have these days. I am not a fan of that. That was the real engine sound there. And kudos to Genesis for its head-up display. It shows if you have a vehicle in your blind spot, left or right side, not just in the mirrors, but also in the head-up display itself. You get a little red indication, left or right. That increases the safety quotient. And it handles beautifully. I don't want to stop driving. I just want to keep going to, say, Calgary over the mountains because it is just so smooth and controlled over these sinuous curves. I'm sure at just about any speed it would feel great. Very well controlled, and the electronic suspension is doing its job too, as is the all-wheel drive. And the rear tires. Of note, the rear tires are wider than the fronts, so that gives you better bite at the rear, obviously. However, it is going to cost you more in tires over the long run because you can't rotate them. Here comes some railway tracks, a real test of a car's ability to absorb bumps. No problem. And yet the ride never feels floaty. That's in any of the modes, including comfort mode, eco mode. You always have a good sense of control in the G80. Love the brakes, by the way. They really haul the car down from speed. All-wheel drive is a nice to have. It comes standard on all the G80 models in Canada. Rear-wheel drive is available on the G80 in the US. This open-pore wood trim, which is available in more than one color depending on the scheme you choose, is an excellent interpretation of the current trend in wood trim in cars. It's no longer glossy. Even Rolls-Royce is doing open-pore wood, and this just looks excellent across here with the dash and then along the door trim as well. The front seats are covered in perforated leather that's heated and ventilated. They're adjustable 16 ways, including front extension and driver's side bolsters that automatically move inward when sport driving mode is selected. And the driver's seat has a variety of air cells that can inflate or deflate to provide a type of stretching. Genesis calls it ergo motion. The G80's displays are the latest all-digital tech, logical and attractive. The driver's display is 12.3 inches with 3D effects. The infotainment screen is 14.5 inches and can be operated by the control wheel in the console, but the control wheel is also a trackpad, and you can use the touch screen if your arms are long enough. The HVAC controls are almost a work of art, yet completely sensible. And Genesis follows the Hyundai philosophy of having hard buttons for a number of functions, plus some of the most logical and useful steering wheel controls in the biz. There are umpteen Lexicon speakers to keep Genesis in the car audio competition. There is a wireless device charging pad, but Apple CarPlay and Android Auto require plugging in. However, your smartphone and cord can hide out of sight in the front bin. Other touches include a panoramic sunroof, although it's too far back for driver and front passenger to enjoy. The doors have a soft close feature, there's a power rear window screen, and the headliner is suede. Classy. And so our standard cargo load fits. We've got 3 bags of groceries, a backpack, and a stroller. The Genesis G80 has 13.1 cubic feet of space in its trunk. Compare that to the BMW 5 Series, which has 14 cubic feet. But here's the kicker. The rear seats, the lovely rear seats in this car, do not fold down. On the 5 Series they do. So this is the total amount of cargo space you've got in this car. It's going to be a problem if you have, say, a couple of kids and you want to go on a trip somewhere. You're going to be running short of space. But I'll also point out the G80 has a feature that's increasingly rare even on luxury cars these days, a compact spare tire. As you saw, the back seat provided plenty of room for our rear-facing child seat. Now, up front in the passenger seat, there's just enough room. There's an inch and a half ahead of my knees. And I did have to lower the seat a little bit because we're kind of tight on headroom in the front seat of this car with the child seat in back. And that's partly due to the steeply sloping windshield on the G80. And here in the back seat of the G80, you're getting the luxury you would expect. There's lots of legroom, very nice comfortable seats that wrap around you just so. They don't massage, that's probably a G90 option. And we've got climate controls as well. We've got HVAC as well as seat heat. That's our look at the 2021 Genesis G80 3.5T Prestige. Even without the price discount to its competitors, it would be a stout contender in the mid-size luxury field. But with the discount compared to Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and the others, it's a winner. But what do you think? Leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm Richard Detman, and I'll see you next time on Family Wheels.